Hey guys, so today I'll be comparing the S23 Ultra with the Google Pixel 8 Pro. I will give you guys my in-depth kind of, not review, but more like opinion about it. So let's start. In terms of screen size, the S23 Ultra is a lot larger, but the Google Pixel 8 Pro does have a flat screen, which a lot of people like. What I like about the S23 Ultra is that it's a lot, like the lowest brightness setting is quite dark. Like it looks like it's not on, but then if you look very closely, you can see the icon. So it is still on, but it's just very dark, which is great if you like to use your phone at night. With the Pixel 8 Pro, it doesn't go as dark as you can tell here. Like you can see easily that it is dark. Just something that I've noticed. I will say the Pixel 8 Pro wins because of the rounded corners. Like when you're holding it, it doesn't like jab into your hand. And also, like you can see this like back design is quite nice. When you put it on the table, it's flat compared to this. But then again, you can get a case that like stops it. But yeah, if you don't have a case, then obviously it's gonna wobble a bit because all the cameras are like off to one corner. Really love the color, surprisingly, of the Pixel 8 Pro. Like, I don't know, it just looked really like blue when I looked at like other people's videos on it, but in person, it looks quite nice. So I think in terms of design, I'll give it to Pixel. Love listening to music, then I will have to give it to the S23 Ultra. The speaker on this thing is so loud compared to this. I mean, this is still pretty good, but this is just very loud, I think, right? So that was the first one. Oh, it's actually not bad. You know what? It's quite similar. It's quite similar, but I'll say S23 is just barely just an inch ahead in terms of loudness. But this is actually surprisingly not bad. A lot of people complaining about the fingerprint sensor on the Pixel 8 Pro. Honestly, I found it to be quite quick. Like, I feel like, honestly, it feels like it's the same speed for me. Even though a lot of people say, oh, the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor on the S23 Ultra is so much better. I feel like it just takes me the same amount of time. Ready? So, alright, that was like half a second. And this, it'll be, it's literally the same to me. Like, yeah, and also the face unlock on this is quite good as well. Let's do it real time. You see like how quick that was? This is also very quick as well. Yeah, so it's equally as quick. I feel like to unlock your phones is about the same, but the thing with the Google Pixel 8 Pro is that you can use your face to unlock when it comes to opening your banking apps and also like using Google Pay, I think. So I feel like this is just a bit more convenient because like you don't need to put your finger on, it just automatically unlocks when you open your app and you just point your face. So to battery life, S23 Ultra knocks it out the park. This is surprisingly pretty good too. Like I thought the battery life is gonna be trash, but then when I started using it, like I found myself to be a bit impressed because I had very low expectations for the battery life. Like I feel confident in leaving my house with my phone without having to bring like a portable charger. So yeah, that was like my biggest concern. I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to bring my power bank around because like the battery's gonna be bad, but that wasn't the case for me. Now when it comes to camera, I like both cameras. I love the Pixel 8 Pro camera though, like it's so good. S23 cameras are pretty good too, but they do have some downfalls which I will get to. So number one is when you take photos of anything moving, or if you happen to like move your device, it's just a very blurry photo that you take. Like with the Google Pixel, if there's something moving around, you take a photo, you know it's gonna be like a clear shot. With this, it's just like not usable as well. And then when it comes to the camera like colors, this like with the S23 Ultra, it's just very saturated. And it's like, I feel like the highlights are just so overblown. Like it adds like this weird like fade effect to like whatever you take photos of. But with the Google Pixel Pro, it's pretty much true to life. If there's something moving, you can take a photo. If you're walking, you can take a selfie and it won't be blurry, but I can't do that with the S23 Ultra. Also, something that Google has a one-up over is the wide angle lens. Like when you take a selfie, you can have like so many people in like the photo, whereas with this, I feel like, you know, even with like a 6 people group, I'm like struggling to like get everyone in. But with the one thing I will give props to the S23 Ultra is the zoom lens, like the telephoto zoom. It's amazing. It actually looks very professional whenever I use it. I might drop some photos here, but yeah, that's the only thing, the only like reason why I prefer the Samsung. But then again, I don't know, I haven't really had that much time to test out the zoom on this phone yet, so yeah, we'll see. But for now, yeah, Pixel 8 Pro is the way to go, guys. You know how you can have the option to turn on motion photos? Well, with S23 Ultra, it also saves the audio from that motion photo, which is pretty cool because like it's kind of like a mini video, whereas with this it just saves the motion video itself. Oh sorry, the motion file itself instead of like the audio as well. And also another thing that I've noticed, which I really like on the S23 Ultra, is when you're recording videos, you can change between the front camera and back camera without having to pause or stop the video. So it's all contained in the same video. So it's so good because like sometimes I want to like capture my face and be like my reaction and also go back to what I'm recording. With this, it doesn't allow you to do that. So the button sound is so loud on the Pixel 8 Pro compared to the S23 Ultra. So here, ready? Compared to the S23 Ultra, right? You can't even hear it. S23 comes with a pen, which is so good. I've used this so many times, like alongside with my tripod case, to like go and take photos and use this as like the clicker to like, take the photos. Whoops. And also you can use this to like control apps as well, which is really cool. So I don't know, you can see here. Oh wait, yeah. You can see like it's changing like based on different motions. So that's really cool. It makes you feel like a wizard from Harry Potter, which is great. And you know, if you do want to like sign a signature, you can do that. Like I had to do that one time. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to use my finger. I can just use my S Pen to like sign a document off. You can also use it to, oh my god, I've been looking at my screen the whole time. I should be looking at the camera. But S Pen is pretty good. It also allows you to like draw stuff as well, take a screenshot and like draw, like if you're trying to meet up with your friends, like I guess instead of like relying on GPS, which might not be reliable, you can just draw on the map where you are and then send that photo to them for them to like meet up with you. So that's kind of like where I had to use the S Pen personally, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty handy to have. So yeah, that's a win on S23 Ultra. Also another win is Dex as well. Dex is pretty cool. It's pretty much a little computer in your phone, so that's pretty handy to have. When it comes to transcribing audio, this is so good. Like so many times I just want to go and search for something. So what is the time? It's so quick. You see, like how quick was that? And also if you have this recorder app, it pretty much describe or like transcribe what you're talking about immediately. So if you're in like a lecture room and you want to just have like quick notes on what the lecturer is saying or like the tutor is saying, then it pretty much describes or like transcribes what they write into here, and you just copy and paste that to your notes. It's so good. Okay. And also if you're just stuck on something, you can just quickly go through the transcribed file and then go to a part that you want to like find immediately without having to like go in, listen and be like, oh, this is not it, it's a bit further back, and you go and you overshoot it. It's like, oh, you have to go back. No, with this you can pretty much tell by the words where you are, you just go and click that word and then it'll just take you to the audio section. So it's really good for that. So ultimately, which phone do I prefer and which phone should you go for? Personally, I think Pixel 8 Pro is pretty great, but I wouldn't pay like full retail price for either one of these phones. Like with the Samsung phone, you can probably get a student discount through like the educational store. So try to reach out to someone. If you're a student yourself, alright, well great, you can just go through to the portal and buy one for yourself. But if you're not a student, then just find someone who has a kid and ask them to kind of buy it for you on your behalf, right? And then with the Pixel, I think it's a bit harder to find deals for, but I guess if you wait a few months, there'll be some sales on. Yeah, because I feel like paying close to $2,000 Australian is just very extreme. Like, it's too much. Like, guys, save your money. Even like what you can do is just buy the generation before, and then like I feel like it's still as good. You know, both phones great. For me personally, Pixel 8 Pro wins. Thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, drop it down. If you liked it, like it. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe.